It's been yet another deadly period in Gaza as Israel intensified its bombardment. The latest round of airstrikes came after Hamas threatened to execute an Israeli captive every time Israel bombed a Palestinian home without warning. Israeli top diplomats addressed over 200 international journalists.
We saw a massacre, a brutal slaughter of civilians. We saw slaughter of children, women, teenagers that shot by gunshot like they were ducks. Entire families, mother, father, children, all of them together, that murder. It's an evil that not created even by the devil. I think that in the last decades, I don't think that we saw such scenes. Maybe only in ISIS.
Israel Defense Force says their primary goal is to eliminate Hamas military capability.
The magnitude of this loss and the sense of tragedy and mourning that the entire country is feeling right now is overwhelming for everyone. And this is something that we have never experienced before. And the horrors that we have witnessed, it's almost hard to describe them in words. And I would almost like to even start at the end and start immediately with some figures that can perhaps give a sense of this incredible loss. So right now, the number of Israeli casualties is more than 700. The number of injured are in the thousands.
In Gaza, there are fears that the humanitarian crisis is going to worsen after Israel decided to cut off water, electricity and food supplies to the enclave.
From this moment, we announce that for every attack toward our people who are safe in their homes without a previous warning, unfortunately, we will have to execute one of the civilian enemy captives that we have hostage, and we will be forced to broadcast this in video and in audio. We announce this decision and we hold the responsibility in front of the whole world to the Zionist enemy and its leadership. They are responsible for this decision.
Marches of solidarity have been held in a number of cities. You have those who are sympathizing with the plight of Palestinians and those who are standing with Israel. Even local activists have added their voices to the ongoing conflicts.
Just as they have said that the Palestinian people in Gaza are human animals and that they will be treated as such because of what Hamas has done in killing Israeli civilians, Israeli settlers and soldiers and kidnapping some of them as well. So I urge the South African leadership in government to put their money where their mouth is in terms of their solidarity with the Palestinian people and call for a global sanctions movement against the state of Israel. It is a rogue state, it is an apartheid state, it is a colonial state, and in this day and age, we cannot call ourselves human and civilized if we are going to tolerate the existence of a state that is systematically abusing and undermining the human rights of the Palestinian people.
Meanwhile, China is trying to verify and confirm information on reported Chinese nationals killed in the conflict in Israel. Khayelihle, Khumalo, SABC News, Johannesburg.